Hi all. The other day I mentioned on one of the videos about being kind to yourself, about my space that I have, and this is my workshop. It's a bit tidier than it was when I first did the first video, because I've been in here and been able to tidy stuff up during this isolation period. It's been quite nice being able to do that and get more time to do bits and pieces. Over this sunny weekend I managed to finish a table that I started, I think, last summer, but don't tell anyone. I managed to kind of just do a couple of repairs on it. Made a pallet table, which you'll be able to see on one of the pictures in a minute. And I love making stuff. It's really good for me. I quite enjoy it, pottering around, making stuff. A lot of things that actually in my house that sometimes don't always need. And Christmas tree, some people have had some of those, and maybe I've got plenty of time to make some for this year. If you fancy one, they're pretty good. But this weekend, of course, is Easter. We can't be thinking about Christmas yet. That's crazy talk. This week is Easter, and we've got to think about how we're going to celebrate Jesus Christ, as we thought about yesterday, on Sunday, riding into Jerusalem, as we think about his journey he makes to the cross on Good Friday, and of course his resurrection on Sunday. It's good news, but how do we communicate that when we can't gather together? I think we have an opportunity to do that more powerfully than ever. And hopefully, if you've been part of our church or following some of the stuff on our social media stuff, you would have seen the amazing image that Pippa has done for our church this Easter. It's a lovely picture of a cross with a backlight of sun shining over it, and the words "isolated but never alone." This really struck me a few weeks ago as I was thinking about Easter, certainly, is that actually Christ is always with us. He's right where we are all the time. And despite our predicament, despite our circumstances at the moment, God is right here. And we are isolated. There are people out there who will be watching this, or people in our church community that only have contact through telephone and the TV and maybe nothing else. And we've got to think about how we connect with them, but we can also think about how we communicate the gospel just where we are in the ways that we can. So I'm going to invite you to do something really simple this Easter. A couple of people I've seen on Facebook have been doing something similar. I'd like to think they stole my idea, but I didn't tell them, so they must have come up with it on their own. Fair play. I'd like you to make a cross. Just a simple cross, however you want to make it. I'm going to make one here. Hopefully this isn't a Blue Peter fail, and hopefully it works first time. I'm going to simply make a cross for us, and just do a bit of cutting. Excuse the noise. Simply going to put the cross together like this, and in doing so it just makes me think what Jesus did for me. This may have been a simple task for me, but it was no simple task for Jesus. There was no simple journey that he made to the cross. And actually, in his own isolation before the cross, and even on the cross, he never stopped thinking about the rest of the world. And we have an opportunity to share with others in a simple way. So here's my simple cross that I've made. And I've made a crown. You can't probably see that actually, it's not particularly brilliant, but you'll get the idea right as I do this. Out of some chicken wire. And I'm going to simply leave that outside my home as a reminder, with a poster in the window, that we are isolated, yes, but we are never alone. Christ is right where you are, wherever you may be at this moment. So please share that with your friends. Please share the good news that God is with us wherever you are. Tell those that maybe don't have the internet, don't have email or whatever to connect with our church or social media, phone them up, tell them, say, why don't you put a cross in your window to remind people of our town in Newark and beyond that you are isolated, but certainly you are never alone. God bless you and a very happy Easter too.